Greetings, beautiful family. Equinox greetings. Let's drink some water together. So grateful for water. Are you grateful for water? Every drop nourishing our body, hydrating so deeply, the water going deeply into the cells. When we focus on every sip we take, that our cells absorb the water. When you visualize a cell, they need to open to let out what needs to detox and to take the nutrients in. So this mechanism needs to work. It's related also to the tide. It's coming in, it's going out. And right now, as we are sitting here at this still point, exactly equal day and night, and we are shifting here on the southern hemisphere into autumn, and on the northern hemisphere you are shifting into spring. And in Australia there's also often many trees flowering. It feels like spring, but it is getting into autumn. But there's also a contraction happening. The nights are becoming longer again, the days shorter. Like, what time is it now? It's 8:18. In summer, by 8:18, it's already boiling hot, and I might have gotten up at 4 o'clock or so, and I've already been out and about for 4 hours and got my sunshine and everything. And now it's 8:18 and everything is slower. It's a bit more cold, slowly contracting. The days can still be really hot and warm, but there's a shift. It's shorter, the nights are longer, and the equinox point is really powerful. It's such a, for me it's a sharing more how I deeply personally feel is I want to be out in nature. Not that I never am not, but especially, and I feel this harmony. My sun is in Libra. I've got a few in Libra, and I always strive for harmony and balance. And today that is here. It's a powerful point. And we're just coming out of the new moon, and new beginnings, and it's a new year in Bali, for example. We just come out of the day of silence and going inwards, and it's just this feeling we have, while it's also such an ending happening, and this deep grounding. We are feeling it collectively. I'm feeling it. There's we are in a big profound collapse, and it's not just a collapse. We have many of our brothers and sisters in countries where bombing is going on, where war is happening, and now it's like the Middle East. It's like in the middle, in the middle of the East. It's in the middle of the world. That's why there were airport hubs crossing the world. We stopped there. How often have I touched down in the Middle East? Can't even count the times. So often. And just to feel that it's full on. There's a lot of bypassing also going on. And yes, it's a different dimension and it's a different reality. And it is showing up everywhere, as we are filling our cars up, as we are nourishing our bodies, and yeah, what we buy and where we get it from and how we get there, where we get it from, and all of that. It's you know, we are still, yeah, we are so entwined into the global, in the old global economy. And are we really self-sustainable? I live in an eco-village, but how sustainable are we really? You know, we are still all dependent on everybody and everything else. It's not the level of sovereignty I had envisioned we would be at 20 years, but it's still huge. And there's still cars driving in and out all day long, hundreds of cars. So yeah, with the petrol changes, yeah, how is everything and how is it going to be? But everything is also going to be how we feel today. We are creating the future by today. What we think, what we feel, what we do, where we are. So it matters, and you know, we came here for these times. And when I'm out here in nature too, my nervous system, I'm just looking up at the I was just drawn to look up. This is above me. Yeah. But being out in nature, or with whom we are, there's a co-regulation happening. When I am with animals, when I am with nature, when I am with earth, my nervous system co-regulates. And wherever I go, my system, and whomever we interact with, we affect each other. Because it's like our energies communicate, not just our words and what we say, but the energies we emit. Our nervous system communicates with each other, and we co-regulate each other, or we dysregulate each other. So going into big busy energies can dysregulate us, and then we might need longer to regulate again. So I've been, more than most days, the last few days, I've been in busy environments, interacting with new people in new environments. So the co-regulation time, I have them assisted with the frequency devices. That's very powerful. And then to be out in nature, I need it also. I need to be alone in nature, communing. That's my shamanic work. That's my grit work. And especially mornings. Now there you see my soul star chakra, my soul above me. Mostly I end up sharing my live transmissions from somewhere where, because this is my soul speaking, and you see this in action. So this flower was also here waiting for me. Life is giving gifts everywhere. There's a loud plane coming on, you know, and as you are feeling that plane coming and hearing it, the noise effect. Now, and we remember the times when lockdowns happened, and there were days and maybe weeks, but many days of no planes and quietness. And yeah, let's drop also into that. I loved in Germany that when I was little, every Sunday it was very quiet. There was nobody mowing, there was nobody doing stuff and working around, and there was nobody even doing washing, no washing machines running, nobody hanging washing out. It's gone. I've never experienced it. In Australia, everybody uses every day to mow and whippersnip, and I miss the days of deep silence collectively, like Bali just had, where they were totally quiet. Nobody even went outside. I haven't been there on a day like this, but I heard about it, that people are encouraged to stay inside and go within. And how much time have you allowed yourself to stop and go within? Yeah, sometimes a lot of people are leaving their bodies right now, or they are rebirthing. They are rebirthing and have a profound life shift. The bodies are also, many bodies are collapsing because they cannot operate like they used to operate anymore. You say that in German. Oh, there's a rainbow. Yeah, let's watch the rainbow. We say that in German, sich zu Tode arbeiten. I think you say that in English too. Worked himself or herself to death. Why? Why? This is what we are deeply unraveling. These deep money programs. There's two rainbows. They are so deep and complex, and I'm feeling now coming to a collective layer, also within myself. I've been deprogramming that for many, many years, beginning especially with body talk 20 years ago, a bit over 20 years ago. And in the last few years, really deeply, as I invested into changing my water, highly invested into water, the Kangen water. Why? Because Kangen means return to origin. And this is what it has helped me do. This is not about selling it to anyone. I have to go first. I have to choose what I am guided to by Source and by my soul, what helps me. I can share about it, and you can decide if you resonate and what works for you. Anything I share, it all comes from me first. And so the rainbow, as I often shared in many transmissions that were in the videos, that's the new earth and this is the old earth where the buildings are. Can be also the other way around as we are seeing it here now. That's where the old hustle and busyness, and then we cross the bridge, crossing the rainbow bridge. Into the consciousness of the new earth, which is a dimension of love and unity in community and as community, oceanic consciousness, and money in that new consciousness. Money flows like water. Money is shared, not hoarded, and we need it. How many times, like in the last few months, I have never read so many times, I can't make ends meet. I'm working 4 jobs, I'm working 5 jobs, I cannot make ends meet. I'm reading it all the time. So it's time to act, because it's not going to get better, it's going to get worse. When we go to the petrol station, we can see that. When we buy food or anything, we can see it. It's going quite rapidly now. It's peaking. Yeah. So where we position ourselves, also in which community, matters. So it's beautiful. I have never felt so home in a community like I have been with Holy Life and the frequency devices. This is beautiful soul family, and those that resonate, they feel they belong, and we each have a place in there. I've never seen it so versatile, all ages, all genders, all nationalities, and because older people are especially also really feeling it, because the devices recharge our cells. Yeah, there's many in their 70s, even in their 80s, and yeah, of course 60s, 70s, 50s, and yeah, the 40s. So I am announcing, I want to go deeper into that in a small gathering, in a masterclass, to really speak about this, what women go through in the middle of, and that can start around age 40, sometimes even earlier. The years of change, it's like we are peaking and we are changing. But this change is so dramatic, I could have never imagined. And I'm coming out of the hardest 2 years of my life. It really feels like that. It is. That has a lot to do with money as well, and with the body. So the frequencies have been helping me transform out of that, and helping support me and giving me guidance. Yeah, why this is so important to share with all of you. So this weekend on this equinox, we are also having a lot of sharing sessions. The Forest 11 Frequency Sanctuary is going to be open for sharings all weekend, today, tomorrow. So get in touch if you like to experience these devices. And I will announce when the masterclass is going to be on, to go deeper into that. And yeah, I'm going to go back into silence now, wishing you a beautiful equinox. Merging of the inner, masculine and feminine, yin and yang. Merging of our soul with our body. Our monad with our core. Us with earth. Spirit and matter merging, and deeper homecoming, and remembering we are the stabilizers, and through our nervous system we stabilize the whole. Me sitting here and sharing this, I am co-regulating with all that is here. I am also speaking into the grid and co-regulating the grid. And whoever comes into contact with me today, they will also co-regulate with me. Mostly I meet beings that co-regulate with me, because I've been deeply devoted to my regulated, stabilized nervous system. And nervous system is energy system. And my inner union. That's true. When I sit with beings in transition, I also see where they are at choice point. They can leave or come back in. Anything is possible. Some bodies are just too toxified. They can't shift. but anything is possible. And we as the observers, we can stabilize. We are co-regulators. If you are still listening to this, you are probably like that too. But most people just scroll and they are into the 30-second reels. We can't co-regulate in 30 seconds, or we can, if depending on how advanced we are, how open and how much we have cleared. So all my transmissions, if you listen to them and stay, you co-regulate with me and the nature place I'm coming to you from. This is a gift freely given to you. And when I say freely, I have to actually stop that too, because it's everything is free flowing, but everything is free, and you are always welcome to send a sign of appreciation. My PayPal link and everything is on my is on here, is on my page. So I am open to receive, because we need to exchange energy, and energy is also money. And I love that. I go out into my community wherever I'm guided to, and I bring money there, and with the money I activate and I support them, and I'm welcoming that for me too. I also open to be supported, to be supported by activations, because we can't just give, we need to receive as well, otherwise we're going to run empty. And that's deeply in the collective. It's deeply in the collective, the emptiness, the overgiving, especially of the mothers, of the divine feminines, as we are coming into balance, but the men too. Men are just running on providing, the deep anxiety in their system to not be able to provide for their family, that keeps them often emotionally suppressed and super stressed. That's heartbreaking, and we are needing to come together to balance this out. So this is too what's happening in our frequency community. The frequencies are supporting us, we are sharing them with others, others are being helped, we are getting rewarded for that, and we are all sharing the pool. We even get a share in the company from our first rank, and we always gonna be shared with. So I love that. This is like how, where I'm sitting here, all the plants are supporting each other. And these pillars here, they are pillars of stabilization, just like we are. And my bird tribe is here, all my beautiful companions, my little buddies. My inner realm is full of animal companions. My heaven on earth, I have crossed the rainbow bridge. I am filled. You know how that's often said, that we cross over and then there are all these animals awaiting us. That's how I feel already. Because heaven on earth is here. Some people flying in and see how long the planes will fly. Maybe all go where we need to be and stay where we are. And coming into the bodies, coming in, and home is where the heart is. Home is where we need to be to really, in the physical, create communities, also in the physical. And globally we are creating it. And many of us are also in one location, and we are coming together. So it's powerful, powerful times. Shocking times, hard times, powerful times. Hard times make powerful people, strong people. This is calling us all up. If not now, when then? Isn't it now enough? What are you waiting for, if you are waiting? Yeah. So if you like to experience a session this weekend and experience the frequencies to recharge your cells, get in touch. And yeah, always, of course. But this weekend, on this equinox weekend, is a powerful opportunity. So much love. Let's revive together, keeping going through this rebirth, and deeply supporting the restructuring of the financial system, aligning with the monad and with soul and with love, unity. Yeah. Have a beautiful morning, beautiful equinox. Blessings. Bless you, and keep rising. Bless. There's also the word be less in it, but no, it's like rise. Rise. We are not lessening ourselves. But yeah, be less busy. Be less hustling around and come in, grounding. Yeah. Bringing our light in and embodying and becoming homoluminous. Thank you for all the work you are doing, because we need to all shift for the whole to shift. Yeah. And these frequencies are helping, speeding the process up. So much love. I see you when I see you next, and always in the quantum field. Breathing in through nose and mouth, opening and expanding and breathing ourselves deeper in.